Peace and power, family salutes. Much love and respect to everyone. We are back. Today's title is The Whisperers Who Whisper to the Hearts of Men, Artificial Intelligence versus Human Intelligence. We're going to play an intro song and we'll get right to it. Salutes to everybody. Much love and respect, peace and power.
Sure that I love that lasted for so long. You know, yeah, let's talk about the distractions going on elsewhere. In the dark, why must they stay in the dark? Oh, this town then, looking down dark corridors and wonders what might happen. Some things up ahead. Hey, should I keep the same direction or go back and stay? That's me in the dark. Oh, in the dark. Why? I keep hearing footsteps fading in the dark. Oh,
Salutes to everybody. Much love and respect. We are back. We're gonna get right to it, family. Salutes to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. This is the Nation One Love podcast show, and I am your host, Keith Norfolk. And we are back today with the whisperers who whisper to the hearts of men. Artificial intelligence versus human intelligence. Salutes. So we often hear now that a lot of people are saying they're receiving downloads. A lot of people are saying that even babies shall prophesy. A lot of people like to repeat that God has spoken to them. Well, did you know that the devil himself has a voice too? As a matter of fact, the devil's voice is beautiful. See, the devil isn't this red figure with horns, scary looking monster that you all think. The voice had the most beautiful voice in heaven. He is the orchestrator of music from heaven. So his voice sounds beautiful. And the devil ain't ugly like you think he is either. The devil wears Prada, remember? So the devil could be that beautiful woman that you want to make love to, or it can be that beautiful woman that you want to grow up and be like if you're a young lady yourself. A lot of people are saying they're receiving downloads, but what I want to introduce to you guys today, that's why the name of this show is The Whisperers Who Whisper to the Hearts of Men. So if you give me a second, I will pull up on my screen and I'll be more than happy to elaborate on the subject that I'm talking about. And knowing that the devil is beautiful, knowing that the devil has the most beautiful voice of all, I'm going to show you the paradox in this phrase because God himself, it is noted in the Bible that he speaks roaring as thunders in a thunderstorm. And I forgot when it rained and when a storm come, you niggas cut the lights off and cut the TVs off because you're scared of the storm and you can't stand the rain. So let me pull up. And first, we're going to break down what artificial intelligence is. Once again, family, I would like for you guys to hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel in any way that you can and know that you are greatly appreciated. So let me share my screen with you guys and we will get right to it. Okay. Okay. Now, as you guys can see on my screen, the question I asked Google was, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. I repeat, artificial intelligence refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So that should show you right there. They're replacing your human intelligence, which is your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of God, with AI. So they are swapping spirits. This is spiritual warfare. This is spirit possession. Okay. Simulation of human intelligence. All focuses on creating systems that can mimic cognitive functions associated with humans, such as learning from data, recognizing patterns, and making decisions. Learning from data. A core aspect of AI involves training computer systems on large data sets to identify patterns and improve their performance over time. Problem solving and decision making. AI systems are designed to analyze information, assess situations, and make choices to achieve specific goals beyond human capabilities. AI can also be developed to perform tasks beyond human capacity, such as analyzing vast amounts of data or operating in environments too dangerous for humans. What else can perform tasks beyond human capacity? This would be the jinn that we will be speaking of today, family. The jinn are the henchmen of Shaitan. These are the whisperers who whisper to the hearts of men. Once again, hit that like button, family. Please like, share, and subscribe, support the channel. Okay, now we want to see, where does AI come from? And if you would give me a chance to pull this up on my screen and bear with me, it would be greatly appreciated. Where does AI come from? Interesting. Let's see. Artificial intelligence, AI, emerged as a formal field of study in the mid 20th century, with its roots in earlier concepts and philosophical inquiries about thinking machines. The term artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 at a Dartmouth workshop organized by John McCarthy. While AI's origin can be traced back to ancient myths and philosophical discussions, its modern form is rooted in computer science. Remember science, science, Zion, data, analysis, and other related disciplines. Here are more detailed breakdown. Early influences and philosophical roots, ancient myths and ideas, not ancient truths and ancient facts, but ancient myths and ideas. Concepts of artificial beings appear in ancient myths like the bronze automaton, Telos from Greek mythology. Why at all times do we keep turning around and being flat on the ground from running to Greek mythology or Greek influence? Philosophical inquiries. Thinkers throughout history have explored the nature of thought, consciousness, and whether machines could replace human intelligence. I repeat, whether machines could replace human intelligence. See, what you don't know is that these whisperers are the old souls who came to switch places with you so they can enjoy your body on this earth. Formal beginnings in the 1950s. Okay, in the 1950s, mathematician Alan Turing proposed the Turing test as a way to assess a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. The Dartmouth Workshop in 1956, John McCarthy organized a workshop at Dartmouth College that brought together researchers to discuss the possibility of thinking machines, people, thinking machines. It was at this event that the term artificial intelligence was formally introduced. Okay, so now I want to give you guys a further breakdown of what whispers in the dark mean. Okay, whispers in the dark meaning. We're going to get that meaning. Okay, whispers in the dark generally refers to subtle, often hidden influences, thoughts, or feelings that can be powerful despite their quiet nature. It can represent inner voices, fears, or desires that surface in quiet moments or times of vulnerability. This is how demon possession happens, people. It can represent inner voices, fears, or desires that surface in quiet moments or times of vulnerability. This is why when you hear those whispers, you have to use your discernment, but you have to ask those whispers for identification. Because if you listen to those soft, beautiful whisper voices, you can be tricked by the devil. This is the job of Shaitan. The job of Shaitan is to deceive so that he can further his mission to kill, steal, and destroy. It can also symbolize hope or a different perspective emerging in difficult circumstances. I repeat, it can symbolize hope or a different perspective emerging in difficult circumstances. This is how Shaitan sends his whisperers to divide and conquer families, friends, business, situation, communities. Look at the conflict of the world with World War III right now. Everybody's mind is focused on a dollar. And nobody is exchanging and expressing love of their heart for their fellow neighbor. Okay? The phrase can be used in both positive and negative contexts, suggesting both the comforting presence of a supportive voice and an unsettling nature of hidden fears or anxieties. What did I tell you guys about these misplaced anxieties? I've been telling you this for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. These misplaced anxieties turn into dark spaces, and that's where demons hide inside of your astral body, your terrestrial body, and your non-physical bodies. You are made of three different parts. You are mind, you are body, and you are soul. You have a mind body, you have a physical body, you have a soul body. Okay? Hidden influence. Whispers in the dark can represent the subtle, often subconscious forces that shape our thoughts and actions. And when they're talking about that subconscious, that's that pituitary gland. You know, you got your pineal gland, that's where your mind rests. But then you got your subconscious, your pituitary gland. That's the pit of your mind. So your pineal gland would be your heavenly perspective, and your pituitary will be your hellish perspective. The battle of the mind, the battle of the temple of God, all takes place in the mind, people. Inner voices. It can refer to the internal dialogue we have with ourselves, including our fears, hopes, and doubts. Vulnerability. The dark being a place of less control and more introspective can be where these whispers become more pronounced. Hope and resistance. In some interpretations, the whispers can offer a different perspective or a glimmer of hope in challenging situations. This is where they trick you. This is how you sell your soul. Okay? Negative connotations. The phrase can also evoke feelings of unease, paranoia, or the feeling of being manipulated by human forces. These are the whisperers, people. Keep your eyes open and stay vigilant. Okay. So now I want to compare artificial intelligence with human intelligence. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing that we did with artificial intelligence. What is human intelligence? Okay. Human intelligence is a multifaceted mental capacity that enables humans to learn from experience, adapt to new situations, understand abstract concepts, and utilize knowledge to interact with and manipulate their environment. It encompasses a range of cognitive abilities, including perception, learning, memory, reason, and problem solving. Intelligence is not a single ability, but rather a collection of interconnected processes. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Learning from experience, humans can acquire knowledge and skills through observation, practice, and interaction with the world. Adapting to new situations, individuals can adjust their behavior and strategies when faced with novel challenges or changing circumstances. Understanding abstract concepts, human can grasp ideas and principles that are not directly tied to concrete objects or experiences. Using knowledge to control the environment. This includes the ability to plan, solve problems, and make decisions that lead to desired outcomes. Now, beyond these core abilities, human intelligence also involves social intelligence, the capacity to understand and navigate social situations, including recognizing and responding to the emotions and motivations of others. Emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, understand, manage, and utilize emotions effectively, both in oneself and others. Now, creativity and innovation, that's the capacity to generate new ideas, solutions, and artistic expressions. But oftentimes we become programmed or patterned with the ways of the world when you're supposed to use your human intelligence and not an artificial intelligence that you've been indoctrinated into believing. Repetition is of the ripper, which is another soldier for Shaitan. Okay. Reasoning and critical thinking, the ability to analyze information, form logical judgments, and evaluate arguments. Communication and language, the capacity to express thoughts and ideas effectively through language, both spoken and written. See, intelligence is not a fixed trait, so you can't go with the ways of the world. Intelligence is not a fixed trait, but rather a spectrum of abilities influenced by both genetic and environmental factors. So you got to be able to be aware of your surroundings. You got to be able to read the room. That's why they don't say, well, what do everybody else do? The saying is, what would Jesus do? What would Yahshua do? Or what would yes, you are do? But these tests often prove only a partial picture of a person's overall cognitive abilities. Furthermore, the concept of human intelligence is still evolving, with ongoing research exploring its various facets and its relationships to artificial intelligence. But people have become lazy. We'll put LOL instead of I'm laughing out loud. HMU instead of hitting me up. See, what AI is here to do is to make you stupid while it gains intelligence. I'm gonna hit that on repeat. What AI is here to do is to make you stupid while it gains intelligence. Let's get it, people. Salute the channel, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. Salutes to everybody. Much love and respect. So now that we're done seeing what human intelligence is, we're going to see where does human intelligence come from. Okay. Human intelligence is thought to arise from a complex interplay of genetic predisposition and environmental influences. While genetics provide a foundation for cognitive abilities, environmental factors like nutrition, and we know that we're not eating the best food in the world, okay? Education. We know our education system was created to indoctrinate us into the ways of the system so we can be slaves to the beast, okay? And social interactions, which social interactions are algorithmic right now. You know, we interact with each other based off the algorithm. So AI is teaching us how to deal with each other too. That's why relationships and family values are failing. You know, they all play a crucial role in shaping and developing intelligence throughout life. Here's a more detailed look. Now, genetic predisposition, right? Um, Intelligence is a highly heritable trait, meaning a significant portion of individual differences in intelligence can be attributed to your genes. It's your genetic breakdown. But AI is here to cut that. AI is telling you that your grandma and them was stupid and that you're more smarter than what they were. Okay. Multiple genes. It's likely that many genes, each contributing a small amount, influence intelligence. Okay. Um, Ongoing research. The specific genes involved and how they interact with the environment are still active areas of research. Nutrition, when it comes to nutrition, environmental influences. Nutrition, adequate nutrition is essential for brain development, which is foundational for intelligence. And this is what these people know, that this is why they're feeding us the food that they're feeding us. This is why they took us off the farm and sent us to the grocery store. Education, access to quality education and stimulating learning experiences can significantly boost cognitive development. So this is why you'll go to jail if you don't send your child to the school to be spooled and wrapped up in a ball of thread, so they black widow can take her bite and get her sacrifice. Social interactions. Rich social environments with diverse interactions can foster intellectual growth. And it shouldn't be about how much money you got or how tall you are or if you got a six pack or some shit like that. It should be about how your heart is and how your mind, your treasure is in your chest and not in your pocket or your bank account. Storytelling. One hypothesis proposes that the ability to create and understand stories, both true and fictional, played a key role in the development of human intelligence, including scientific thinking. Interplay of factors. It's likely that a combination of ecological challenges, social dynamics, and the ability to learn and adapt have shaped human intelligence over time. Brain structure and function. Brain regions, uh, research indicates that the structure and function of specific brain regions, particularly in the frontal and uh, parietal lobes, are associated with intelligence. Neural connections. The efficiency of communication and information exchange between different brain areas is also believed to play a role. Now, brain development continues throughout life, and environmental experiences can influence the structure and connections of the brain, further shaping intelligence. Now, in conclusion, human intelligence is not solely determined by genetics or environment, but rather by the complex and a dynamic interplay between the two. Understanding this interplay is crucial for optimizing human potential and fostering intellectual growth. So now I want to give you what you get from, if you want to say God, the most high, your higher self, the creator, the divine, if you want to say nature, is there's only one source. And once you all realize that don't none of y'all know shit, including myself, and we all are just different counterparts of the source, then the source shall live and we shall all be set free. Human intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding are distinct yet interconnected concepts. Knowledge is the accumulation of facts and information. Understanding is the ability to grasp the meaning of something, including its context and implications. Wisdom is the capacity to apply knowledge and understanding to make sound judgments and decisions. Knowledge is the foundational level consisting of information acquired through learning, experience, or observation. It's the what of things. For example, knowing that a tomato is a fruit is knowledge. you know, Understanding involves comprehending the meaning. See, we happy that we learn how to read and we often celebrate knowing how to read. The slave owners didn't want us to know how to read. And you wouldn't even never know slave in the first place. Because if you could comprehend, you would know that. But reading and comprehending is two different things. See, knowing how to read is only half the battle. The other half of the battle to balance things out is being able to comprehend what you read. And I'm sorry to say it, but my people got a lack of comprehension skills. But it's okay. Because if we just, instead of getting upset and being a fool and getting upset when it's time to be corrected. We can overcome this and we'll be the powerful people who we are. You know, you know, for example, understanding that while a tomato is botanically a fruit, it's not typically used in fruit salads. That's understanding. Okay. I'm intelligent, right? Because I know a tomato a fruit. Most people would think a tomato was a vegetable. I know it's a fruit, but I know the fruit tomato don't go in a fruit salad. And why it be for another time. Okay. Uh wisdom. This is the highest level involving the ability to use knowledge and understanding to make sound judgments and decisions in practical situations. It's the how of applying knowledge and understanding. For example, knowing not to put a tomato in a fruit salad because of its flavor and texture, that's wisdom. Now you're gonna be a dummy if you put that tomato in there with the motherfucking bananas and strawberries, boy, you're gonna be in trouble. Now, in essence, you gain knowledge, then develop understanding of that knowledge. And finally, you use that understanding to make wise decisions. Wise decisions, people. Um, this is the battle of artificial intelligence versus human intelligence. This is the battle of good and evil. It's a spiritual warfare, people. And what we have to do is stay vigilant and be prepared. Okay. I thank you all and I appreciate your continued support. Once again, please hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. I'm going to leave out, since we spoke about the whispers, we want and we need and we receive protection from the whisperers. So I want to leave in closing by saying, I seek refuge in the Lord of the daybreak from the evil of whatever he has created and from the evil of the night when it grows dark and from the evil of those who practice sorcery and from the evil of an envier when they envy. Okay. And now we're going to do one more. I appreciate you guys for being patient and bearing with me while I prepare my screen. Please hit that like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. You guys don't know how much appreciated you are for your continued support. Thank you so much. Okay. And now I seek refuge in the creator, in the source of mankind, the king of mankind, the God of mankind, from the evil of the retreating whisperer who whispers into the chest of mankind from among jinn and mankind. Hey, family, thank you all so much. I hope that you receive this peace, power, love, and prosperity of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I'm sending to you guys today. I hope you receive it. I receive your love back, your peace back, your power back. Hey, folks, this was not a long one, but it is a strong one. Salutes to y'all. Peace and power, family. Much love and respect. And I appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace and power, family.